that Claressa keeps trying to bring into the mix. So do me a favor, if you can hear me real well, just leave some type of a comment, put something, a boxing glove, a thumbs up, something like that in the chat. That way I know we're good to go. And of course, if you would like for me to drop the link so you can get in on this conversation, just put that in the chat as well, because I'll be happy to do that. But we're going to talk about Claressa Shields real quick in this what she was talking about on Ring Champs with, what was it, AK and Barack. Claressa's fronting, and here's what I feel sorry for her, because I think what's going to happen is the rug is going to be pulled out from under her in a very swift manner, and Claressa is not going to know how to act. So I really just want to kind of get right into it on this Ring Champs video, where one of the guys is talking about, he's talking about, well, shit. Let me let him do the talking. Let's see. Make sure we good
into the
here.
room.
Check it out.
Two-time Olympic gold medalist. She's how many divisions? 4 division world champion, 5 divisions, 19 titles.
Yeah.
She is the GOAT. Claressa Shields.
All right.
Multi-millionaire.
Now, I do want to stop right there, because there's been a whole lot of talk about Claressa Shields. Is she pregnant? Is she not? Look at her breasts. They're full. Look at her abdominal area. It's protruding. And in this picture right here, and I don't know if I can swing this back real quick. Let me see if I can. She's a little puffy. But I do think that Claressa Shields is eating well, and she's on a break. I think that's what's going on. She's on a break, and I think she's just going to ride the rest of this year out, chilling, eating ice cream, just eating off of, off a diet, getting her exercise in with Pap. Okay. And then at some point, I feel like at the beginning of 2026, she's going to get back into it. But if you look at a lot of pictures over the years, Claressa Shields does. She bulges and then she doesn't. So I don't think that's pregnancy, but hey, everybody's entitled to, to their perspective. But let's get to this, because there's something on here I want to talk about. But I ran it back a little bit. You can see her abdominal section.
Claressa Shields.
You see that? So she's a little puffy right there, and I don't think that's pregnancy. I just think it's, eating off diet. That's what I think. I could be wrong. I don't know everything.
All right.
Multi-millionaire, Claressa Shields.
8 million, talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk. Look, we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff, but
yeah,
let's talk about the day right away, right? After your last fight, all the talk around town was Claressa's a free agent, right?
Yeah.
And we know that other promotional companies are heavily involved in boxing now, right? In women's boxing.
Yes.
So I want to get right into this, all right?
Yeah, let's go.
Was there an offer from MVP, Jake Paul, Nakisa to Claressa Shields at any point?
Yes.
Okay, so how did that, talk to me about that conversation. Was there something
Okay, so this is where I think a crash out is going to happen. I don't know how soon, but probably sooner than later. This is just my opinion. Copyright disclaimer regarding fair use is in full effect. This, again, is just simply my opinion. Everything's alleged. This show's for entertainment purposes only, but I believe in what I'm saying. Okay. Now, you got an offer from MVP, and she's going to tell us that Pap, they talked about it, they evaluated it, and Pap, under his guidance and whatnot, at least how I'm understanding it, you can come to your own conclusion in this clip right here. Pap didn't, I guess he counseled that, that's not really, nah. So you turned down whatever MVP was offering to rock with Pap. So let's go.
Absolutely. Look, one, I've always been a businesswoman. That's how I make my money. You know what I'm saying? And I was, one, before we even start talking about like a deal or anything, it was like, we got to be like on some same accord first. And I'm happy that my promoter, Dimitri, was comfortable with me talking with everybody. Because I told him, I said, listen, I'm a free agent. And I'm telling everybody, show me the money. Right. That's all I was saying. Show me the money, And so after talking with Nakisa for a while, because that's who I mostly had talked to, speaking with Nakisa, we ended up having a meeting with him. Me and Pap went there, met with him and the other executives who work with them for MVP. He had a beautiful presentation. I mean, listen, he tried to come with it.
Okay.
Eddie Hearn sent me a proposition also.
Okay.
Salida and Wynn. So I had 4 contracts laying there for me to decide which one was the best one. But I negotiated with everybody back and forth. I don't know how many times.
Oh, so
telling everybody like, listen, ain't nobody getting it right
Who
now.
came close to taking you away from Salida Promotion?
MVP.
Okay. Really?
Yes. And the reason I say that, when you look at what they're doing with women's boxing, I like what they stand for, and I know what I stand for. And they somewhat align. Only thing that don't align is that I know I'm the GOAT, but they may think Amanda Serrano is the GOAT, even though she lost 3 times to Katie, who they don't consider the GOAT. You see, the math ain't mathing. But
close fights, though.
Yeah.
Especially the first 2.
Preparing to become a first-generation.
Okay, so I don't know what we got going on here. How this? Let me see if that's a. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, so she went with MVP because she said MVP is doing the damn thing, or she entertained offers from MVP and a couple other people. She said that. And I don't know if I got it in my next clip where she says that, when he asked her, well, why'd you go ahead and go with Salido and win? She goes, well, it's a deal. So, on other channels, Hood Champions channel, for example, I know I've gone on there and said that I think that Salido is paying a portion of this $8 million, and then so is Wynn. Okay, but how I feel like there's some fluffery going on in because you are in relationship with the executive which is Pap's title. You're in relationship with this executive, and does Wynn have $4 million? Does Wynn have $8 million? Does Wynn have even $3 million just to give to you as an official signing bonus? Or will Claressa Shields have to do all of this work? And then will you get that the 3 million, 8 million? Will you get all that in a lump sum? So it's giving the work that Claressa's going to do. A good portion of it is going to be in building Wynn Records, and I don't see. I mean, I could be wrong. Hey, what do I know, right? But I don't see Wynn Records, I could be wrong, in a position to just straight cold write a check for $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8 million. So then is this $8 million deal really an $8 million deal? That's what I'm trying to get at. And at what point, if Wynn is unable to satisfy whatever portion they're on the line for, if they're on the line for any portion of this $8 million contract total, I don't see that sitting well with Claressa Shields. Okay. Now, Coda Kidora Lights, you hate me. What do you hate me for? You don't even know me. But hey, I asked you, why? So put that in the chat. Let me know why you're hating me, what I do. But anyway, let's get back to this. So here I think we're going to be talking about the signing bonus. So let's get into that real quick.
What was the deciding factor for you to go with Wynn and Demetri Salida?
The deciding factor was, one, them coming together, right?
Coming together meant more money or some kind of opportunity? What? I thought you was going to say you was doing an album. When you said Wynn Records, I said, okay, she about to do an album or something.
Them coming together, like, I know that Wynn Records is like it's a record label, but they also have so much knowledge in putting butts in seats. They got so many different strategies as far as in social media and street teams and stuff that they use, and I was able to work with them.
Okay, so I'm stopping it right here because you're saying that so the way Claressa Shields is talking is that she has no idea how to get a stadium full of people. She has no idea, how to, that part of the marketing piece of it. But later on in this interview, she goes on to say, listen, I know boxing. The people are coming to see me. I filled up the stadium. So again, you're being inconsistent here, Claressa. You're being very inconsistent here in terms of, what's what. So you went with Wynn because they know how to fill the seats, but yet and still let you tell it later on in this interview, you're the reason you are already filling seats and you're the reason why. You're doing that all by yourself. Make this make sense.
In my last fight, me, Dimitri, when we all worked together, and we was able to sell out LCA 16,000 fans, which, you know, that's something I thought about in my wildest dreams, you know, but to actually see it come to fruition, I was like, oh man, you know, I put in the hard work. We all worked great together. It came with also to them understanding, I understand that MVP has a machine, right? Through social media, through storytelling. And I'm like, we have to add that. And Wynn Records was all for it. So me doing my doing my due diligence and looking at everything and putting down my notes about what I wanted, also went into it plus the money. So it wasn't just that, even though just the money, you know, you go with anybody to do, but it's like, no, they understood that the money, they understood the vision, they understood the storytelling, and they understand that I'm bigger than just boxing. Like, I just went to the Ebony 100. I was honored for the leader in sports. Congrats. For the Ebony 100. Thank you. Yeah. And, I mean, I'm there, and listen, I don't mean to be like no groupie and them, but I'm seeing Megan Good and Jonathan Majors, and they talking about some, hey, Claressa. I said, who they talking to?
Come on, you got to know they know you.
Well, nah, don't know.
Yeah, so to me, she's being disingenuous right here. You know, people know you, Claressa. If they didn't know you before Remy Ma and them, they damn sure know you now. They've done a documentary on you, Claressa. You're a two-time gold medal Olympian. Okay, you've and I left my book upstairs, but you've sold out, I think, one arena, and a lot of the other fights that you've had. Like, you've had 11 fights in the United States. And you sold out one arena for sure. And that was the last fight she had with, I forgot the girl's name. You sold that fight out. But a lot of your other fights have been, you know, they ain't been paltry ticket sales. Okay. And so, and again, this is a grown woman. She's entitled to make whatever decision she wants to in terms of, you know, what works best for her. But, you know, it just sounds like you're covering for Wynn Records, and you're trying to build them up to be bigger than they are in terms of, you know, their what, you know, the level of work or the area of responsibility that they're going to have in your career moving forward. Why crash out coming soon? Because if Wynn can't pull this off, you know, if Wynn can't make up whatever that portion of that $8 million is, and you know what? Maybe it's not even, maybe Wynn Records is not going to be responsible for that $8 million. Maybe that's all going to be all Salito Records, okay? But she did talk about the signing bonus, and she did talk about other bonuses and add-ons. And so somewhere, if she signed with both Salito and Wynn, okay, then what's Wynn doing other than getting broke off? Because you're already putting people in the seats, Claressa. That's just real talk. Now, you know, and to me, if you want to come out and say, hey, look, I signed with Wynn Records because my guy is with Wynn Records. So, of course, I didn't cool. But don't try to make it sound, to me, don't try to make it sound like, you know, like I don't see where Wynn Records is doing anything significant. Okay. And then, and if Wynn is just doing all this for the boxing piece of it, then where does the record label aspect come in at? Because that's what Wynn Records is good at, right? They're a record label. So, and you're rapping, right? So where does all that come in? This is why this thing is off. But let me see if I can finish this clip and see what else old boy is talking about. Hold on.
Oh, I don't know, because it's like, what it's maybe I haven't accepted that. I'm like, yeah, that bitch. Maybe I haven't.
She said celebrity.
Yeah, see, and you can't make that statement either, Claressa, and say, that bitch. But then you about to pull up right now in a couple of seconds talking about I am the Mike. I'm in my Mike Tyson era. And you know what? I will acknowledge that. I will actually agree with Claressa Shields in terms of her being in a Mike Tyson era. Because, and I hate to be aging myself right here, but I remember when Mike Tyson was popping. Okay. And it didn't matter who was on the card. If Mike Tyson was fighting, niggas was showing up. Okay. We was going to watch that fight. Okay. Because we knew Mike was going to bring Mike Tyson. Okay. And this is where we are. And Claressa does say this. I don't know if it's going to be in this clip or one coming up, but like she says, the people ain't coming to see nobody but her, that these other fighters are relatively unknown compared to her. But don't sit here now and try to play like, I don't know my greatness. I don't know my worth. And then turn right around and say, I know my worth. I know how to get down. I know what I'm doing. Like, be consistent, Claressa. Just please be consistent. Let's keep going.
Yeah. So, but it's like I see them and I'm like kind of like fangirling a little bit, and then I'm like, hey, I'm Claressa Shields, and Jonathan like, girl, we know who you is. Girl, we watch your fights, and I'm like, nah, y'all watch my fights now. I know you ain't doing that. Y'all, you going too far.
That's
and
crazy.
then Megan
Humble.
walks up and she hugging me and stuff, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah.
So
That's
it happens to me so many different times. Just if at the Ebony magazine, I mean, just if at Ebony, and I seen so many great artists, and everybody was just really excited to see me. Very, very happy. Pictures, and it just like that is where I am now. Like, it's not just athletes and boxers. It's like it's other entertainers, it's musicians, it's rappers, it's actresses.
Yeah. So, and again, I think with Claressa, she's being disingenuous here. And for whatever reason, she feels like she has to do that. But again, she goes further on in this interview, and I'm trying to pull this part up here, where she talks about the build your brand. And that just really, once again, you're going back to Layla, where, Layla Ali, where Layla said, is the one that told you to build your brand. And Claressa's making it sound like, like this is all her thinking. And I'm going to try to find this clip. Like I said, let me see if it's right here, where she's going to be talking about how she's in her Mike Tyson era, but she talks about all these other fighters. They're just they're just so low vibrational. Those are my words, not hers, but they're just so low vibrational in terms of building their brand. And they need to do like I'm doing. Blase Scoop, girl, stop it with the buffale, because you are not, you're not doing what you think you're doing. Claressa, you're not doing what you think you're doing. Hold on just a second here. I'll pull this up in here real quick. Let's see, here we go. I think right here
Deciding factor for you to go with Wynn and Demetrius Salita.
The deciding factor was them coming together, right?
Coming together meant more money or some kind of opportunity? What? I thought you was gonna say you was doing an album. When you said Wynn Records, I said, okay, she about to do an album or something.
Them coming together, like I know that Wynn Records.
Whoop. Okay, so that's not the one I was trying to add onto the.
There's 4-division world champion, 5 divisions, 19 titles.
Yeah.
She is the GOAT. Claressa.
Oh my goodness. Hold on, y'all. Let me take this out of here. That way there's no confusion as to which one is being played here. Y'all be sure to hit the like button, share this video, and come on, share screen where you at. There we go. All right. All right, here we go. All right, let's see where we're at. Right.
I agree, it's record breaking, because I know Amanda, Katie, they've made money, but this is different, right? But is it based on certain type of opponents? Because in order to make $2 million a fight or more, it has to be a fight that generates some revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
does it have to be certain type of opponents?
Every fight that I've been having had, like, the gate whenever it sells out is $1.5–2 million.
Right.
Because I'm selling out. Nope.
Okay, so you hear it right here. She's talking about how she's already dominating the gate. Every fight, you just heard her. Every fight I be selling, I be doing is, $1.2 million. And what's the real breakdown? I don't even know if she's saying that's her take home or that's what's coming at the gate, and then you got to break everybody off, and then you get a piece of that. Okay, but she's already talking like she commands the gate. So what did you really need Wynn Records for? in terms of this deal because they couldn't do it or I got them in because they know they got a street team and all this. Do you really need a street team, Claressa, if you already banging at the gate? If you're already killing it at the gate, what you need a street team for? What you need Wynn Records for? Let's keep going.
Nobody knew who the hell Lonnie Daniels was.
Right.
Same thing with Daniel Perkins.
Right.
So when I tell people that I'm the Mike Tyson of this era, ain't nobody coming to see who I'm fighting against. They coming to see what I'm about to do to them. I'm in my Mike Tyson era. You know what I'm saying? So these girls I'm fighting against are good. Some of them even great. But people are coming to support me. They want to see what the GOAT gonna do. I'm entertaining. I'm the one selling the fight. I'm heavy on the promotion. I'm the one. I'm gonna give you what you want before the fight. Like all throughout the fight week, I had a listening party with my music. I ran a 313 run. I ran a mile one way, 1 mile back with 700, 800 people. We had the press conference. We had the media workout where all the media came. It was so much media. It was insane. We was there way too long. I was pissed that day. But then we got the weigh-in, and then we got the arrival to the fight. Like I made sure every day was a movie. So if you came to fight week, you feel like you was in Vegas because Claressa Shields has something to do every day.
Right.
Where you can come see me rap, come see me, come and run with me, come to the press conference, come to the media workout.
So then what's the deal with Wynn Records? What role is Wynn Records playing? Is Wynn Records, because from my view, if Wynn Records is breaking you off, just half, let's say Wynn Records is rolling in dough. Let's just give them credit for that. So if Wynn Records is breaking you off $4 million, okay, let's say 4 or 5, let's say $6 million. That'll cover that. Let's say $6.5 million. That'll cover, half of the signing bonus and half of that $8 million. And then Salido got half of the signing bonus and half of the $8 million. If Wynn Records has got you like that, why do you need them? If you were doing that all by yourself without signing with Wynn, if these are all the things that MVP has, okay, that you said you liked, that they had a street team, they had a strategy, they know how to get down with the get down. They had all that. What was your motivation for signing with Wynn then? Okay. And to me, it's clear. It's the music piece of it. So how is Wynn Records breaking you off any portion of a music piece to add to the boxing piece for all that to be you're making more than any other woman in boxing with an $8 million deal contract and a $3 million signing bonus? Those numbers that doesn't add up. You see what I'm saying? So whatever Wynn is paying you, you got to deduct that from that $8 million. That's your boxing contract from my mathematician perspective, which is nothing wrong with it, but it's not how you guys are presenting, how they're presenting it up front in terms of, I'm $8 million. No, because Wynn is on the record for Wynn is on the hook for something. And then again, if Wynn Records is supposed to be up, contributing to this $8 million deal, what do you have to do? What are you having to do? What are you having to do? So again, there's some fluffery in this deal, in my view, my opinion, copyright disclaimer, et cetera, this and that. There's some fluffery with this thing. And it doesn't appear as though they want to come clean, which they don't owe us the details of the contract. But then by the same token, quit talking to us about it, in my view. I don't want to hear no more about this contract because you're not telling us the whole thing, but you're only telling us the parts that make it, make you look good. Anyway, let me keep moving with this here because I think coming up, she's going to be talking about how all of the other boxers, they're so lackadaisical. I can't remember the word she said, but anyway, let's keep going.
We had something every single day throughout the week, and the fans really enjoyed that. People was in there crying after I fought, after I won.
Yeah.
Like, that was big to sell out about LCA.
I mean, I had a friend that, you're talking about Lonnie Daniels. I had a friend that came to the fight, and shout out to Demetria who got me tickets for, she said it was the most amazing event she ever been to. And that was including music and all of that. So I could imagine and watching it on TV, it was amazing. Now, how do you...
If you're a beginner, this will get you making music fast. Creator is a desktop app that makes music creation.
Not
So we see right there, okay, Wynn Records did their thing because this guy said he went to the fight and it was amazing. Somebody told him it was amazing with the music and this. So I'm sure Wynn Records played that part. Like Papoose said, hey, we put people in this. Right on. You saw it firsthand, girl. Come on up here. Ask for the, I'll drop the link. You come up here and tell us about it. And again, and thank you for making this comment, Miss 3D, because I'm not taking anything away from Claressa Shields and her abilities. Yeah, I put a short out. Claressa is whooping. Listen, they got me going to the gym just so I can get in shape like Claressa and Alicia Baumgardner. I mean, women's boxing is impacting. I feel like it's impacting women on a variety of levels. It's definitely influencing me. So, but also let's keep it a whole 100 because some of this stuff. And my thing about bringing this up about the brand is Claressa's trying to make it sound like, look at me, look what I'm doing. Let me try to hurry up and get to that part real quick.
I don't want to say top that because that's big, right? But is the plan to keep fighting in the state of Michigan?
Nah. So my overall goal is to fight at T-Mobile Arena, sell out main event, 25,000 fans. That's a goal that's like deep in my heart that I want to accomplish. But if I can do 16,000, I'm not too far off from 25.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. But what opponent would help that? Because even Floyd needed the right opponent for the
all need a good
biggest
dance
fight.
partner.
Right.
But I done beat everybody. Who else is there left? But also too, Floyd dance partners had their own brands. It's not my fault that these girls don't got. These girls are so lackluster in their brands.
Lackluster. See, now she's reverting into this phoniness right here, which I can't get with it. But this is the part I was talking about. So let's go.
Don't know what to do or like what to say. I keep telling them, build your brand, build your brand, build your brand, build your brand. No, it's like they just want to, I want to fight and I want to be humble.
It's not that easy in America. You're an anomaly because Floyd didn't have people to build their brands. He had fighters that came with a different country. When you look at Floyd's biggest fights, McGregor, Ireland, Pacquiao,
Canelo.
Philippines.
Anybody can build their
Mexico.
brand. If you got a cell phone.
Okay, so this is why to me that statement is so disingenuous, and what she's talking about is disingenuous because Claressa's saying, oh yeah, build your brand. Yeah, just go on YouTube, get your cell phone out, just take a picture and, pop your shit and do what you want to do. And then now you brand building. But what Claressa's not realizing is that there's got to be a level of quality to the brand. And right now, Claressa, if you want to call it a brand, her brand is more of notoriety than acclaim, than of a compliment. Okay? You say, well, name 3 things about Claressa Shields. She's the GOAT. She can box her ass off. She's kicking it with Remy Ma's husband. And even if Papoose was to get divorced tomorrow, it's still going to be she was kicking it with Remy Ma's husband. Okay, so you telling other people to build their brand, Claressa, and they're not listening to you. That's why. Because you don't have this. And again, Layla Ali told you the importance of building a brand, etc. And if you still were in a good, positive, professional relationship with Layla, I'm sure she would tell you that's not good for the brand. And if you didn't have a problem listening to her, then you probably would tell Papoose, hey man, get your divorce and then if it's really love, we'll get to it. Tootsie 26 said Claressa wasn't talking about brand built. Girl, won't you say that? Listen, anybody wants to come up, I'm happy to drop the link so you can come up and share your point of view. Happy to do it. Claressa wasn't talking about brand building until Layla Ali told her to work on building her brand. That's what I'm saying. And this is why she should be, even this statement is just freaking-genuous. Claressa trying to be tough man style is so unattractive. She's not an ugly woman, but her personality changes that. You are absolutely right, Adam. And she does go into this video at some point in here. She talks about how, and she said it before, and I give her credit for that. She said it before that, hey, I wasn't thinking about hair and makeup and curls and this and that. And it wasn't until, I can't remember the boxer's name, that tall, skinny girl that she went off on after she got finished fighting. I think it was Daniels. But she said, I just show up, and just ready to fight, hair and box braids and a blase scoop. Yeah, that's true. You did. And Claressa, when she's made up, she does. I think she's very beautiful. I think she's a beautiful lady. But her, again, and I've been saying this from day one, her personality and her demeanor and her behavior is what makes her ugly. She's pretty on the outside when she's dressed up. But on the inside, it's a lot of work to be done, in my view. Hey, my view.
You can build your brand. And if you fighting inside the ring, if you fighting on TV, you can build your brand. Start your YouTube channel, you can build your brand.
In this country, it's hard for boxers to get the right support. I'm bringing that up because Canelo is massive because he brings Mexico, a whole country. Here in this country, it's not easy. Again, you won 2 Olympic gold medals, and you're the most I know. And well, she did it. What I'm saying, she's an anomaly. Meaning
she didn't do it, y'all. Like, come on, AK and Barack. Even though I know his name is Barack or whatever the hell, but she didn't do it, y'all. And this is the problem. Y'all over here say that exactly. They're over here, gaslighting. Yeah, see, she did it. She didn't do it. All she did was just let people know she just became more popular after the Netflix deal and the buyout. You became more popular because of Papoose and Remy Ma and all that drama with it. And every time and when people followed Claressa Shields because they were inspired by her and where she comes from and what she's overcome, and then you just randomly, Claressa Shields is live and she's going off on people, or she's in a post talking trash. Of course, that's where your popularity is coming from. Claressa Shields is actually going to have to do something different in order to build a brand that everybody named Mama is going to be clamoring for her to come and be the face of that particular brand. So come on, Claressa. And by you making these statements, you're making it clear that you don't understand what building a brand means.
You've done so much, but it's not easy for you to tell the other girls that you reference, oh, make yourself a star. Like,
when I say make yourself a star, make the changes that need to be done. First of all, y'all been around for a long time. Yeah. All this hair and makeup and clothes.
Okay. Make the changes that need to be done. What changes for you, Claressa? What? Ooh. But see, Claressa's feeling good right now. And I'm happy for her. She's feeling good. She got her man. My man. You on vacation. It's the holiday season. Pap's laying it down, I presume. Okay? You're eating off your nutritional recommendations. Okay? That's why you're bloated and then not bloated and bloated and not bloated. And, you're eating good. You're eating all the snacks. And, sometimes we all need a little mental vacation. But while you're on this little mental vacation, Claressa, you still got to keep it 100. Okay? You're not building a brand. The advice you're giving is not brand building. And you're not brand building, Claressa. Brand building would be telling Pap, hey, we're going to knock this off until you can literally and legitimately be my man. And until as long as you're still married to Remy Ma and I'm still doing everything Remy Ma do, I'm doing it too, or trying to do it. Yeah, that's not brand building, baby. Alagio, I think I pronounced your name correctly. She wants to be a rapper. That's her brand. Yeah. She wants to be so many things, and I'm not mad at her. And I feel like if Claressa had the right people in her camp, she could be everything her heart desires. That's really what I think. Because the girl, I ain't going to say her rapping is lit, but maybe somebody should, if maybe better bars would, demonstrate the level or quality of rapper that she can be. But right now, she ain't hitting on the rap on rapping. A lot of people I've heard say she can't rap. What I heard from her, she ain't doing it. She can be offbeat a little bit, this and that, but she can box her ass off. I'm giving her credit for that. You cannot deny it. You can't deny it. Lorraine Davidson, what's up, Lorraine? Her married boyfriend is with a toupee. Yeah, she's that's what she's on. She's on. Oh, Girl, you crazy. Anyway, let's keep going on to see what she's talking about.
And all that shit. I wasn't doing that. Yeah. He was with me. Man, come on. You know, I come to the fight, t-shirt, jeans, hair and cornrows.
I used to tell her, like, yo, Claressa, you know, you gotta spruce your brand up, you know, get your hair done.
No makeup or
she was
nothing.
like, nah, I'm good.
He's stupid, bro. You know, I didn't feel need to wear no makeup or get my hair all spiced up or wear no certain type of clothes. Like, I just come and be like, hey, what's up, y'all? I'm in my jogging suit. I'm in my whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I say make yourself into a star, you think it got to a point in my career I said, listen, I done won 10 world titles. I'm 3-time undisputed champion, faster than any male or female up in a...
Yeah, now let me stop right there because that cannot go unacknowledged. She's the only woman that have done this. Let me see if I can run this back just a bit because, hell, that's phenomenal. And this is what I'm saying. The girl got what it takes. You just with the wrong people, in my view. And even when you go to that Wynn website, you know, they talk about how they got some, you know, I don't know if they call it media training. Maybe I'll try to go to it so I can show y'all exactly what I read and what I'm referencing. But they trying to make it sound like, yeah, we get our talent together and our, you know, our ledgers together and our people, our catalog, and you know, we get them right. Is Claressa Shields an example of having your people out here in public holding it down properly? Because this is a bad job, Wynn Records. Just my opinion. Everything's alleged.
Jogging suit. I'm in my whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I say make yourself into a star, you think it got to a point in my career I said, listen, I done won 10 world titles. I'm 3-time undisputed champion, faster than any male or female up in a...
3-time undisputed champion, faster than any man or woman. Own that shit. I ain't mad at you, Claressa Shields. Do the damn thing. And so when she talks about, oh, I know my worth. My worth is on point. Then act like it. Because you don't act like it to me. Seems like she just wants to be a baby mama. She's all over the place. She talks about not wanting to wait until she's old, but her man already is old. And you know what? Girl, you ain't never lied. Because the truth of, you know what? That spell that Papoose has her under, for a woman like Claressa Shields, that spell is going to break. I hope Papoose is ready. I really hope Papoose is ready because Papoose is not going to be able to keep a woman like Claressa Shields under the spell he currently has her under for a very long time, for an extended period of time. Not going to happen. As a woman, I'm telling you that. And I'll say this. He's not going to be able to hold her under that spell. And what we're going to find out is what type of man Papoose really is when that spell is broken and Claressa's trying to get the hell up out of Dodge. Okay? Because we've seen a lot of these men, look at Offset and Cardi B. And, you know, hey, I'm just trying to say, Offset talking about, no, you need to pay my taxes. You want this divorce, you need to pay my taxes. You need to do this, Claressa wants a baby. You gonna give her that baby, Papoose? And then what? If the thing don't work out, then you're gonna take the baby. I mean, these are the things to watch for, but I don't think that Papoose is going to be able to keep Claressa under this spell long. And this is the other reason why I said crash out coming soon. Because when that spell breaks, if this contract deal, this $8 million deal, and a lot of people think that there's something fishy with it. If it comes out that, you know, that there's some lameness in there, Claressa is not going to take that. She's not going to take that shit sitting down. You said you agree they went public way too fast and oversaturating the relationship. I think it's in spite of Remy. And that also, and I agree with you so much there, and that also indicates that the focus is wrong. But as long as Papoose can keep her distracted with the Remy comparisons, because Remy's got a show, now you got a show, Claressa. And I'm going to watch your show. I'm subscribed to her YouTube channel. Okay. But as long as Papoose can keep you distracted at that level and have you sign a contract with Wynn Records, and again, everything's alleged, okay? Just my opinion. Then, you know, you really are just easy pickings. But when you wake up, that's when we're going to find out what's really tea. And that's the part, you know, I just hope that when it's all said and done, that she comes out victorious. Because as a black woman, and based on everything she's been through in her life, she deserves to win. And I mean win for freaking real, for real. Not Wynn Records, but WIN. You're
up in boxing. And I asked myself, what else can you do? And I said, well, shit.
Do not pay your car insurance bill. I repeat, do not pay your bill yet. So I found this website and look at the difference.
You can
get fly.
You could try changing your looks. And I had to think about Floyd. He went from pretty boy to money made. So I seen when he made his transition, but mine was, it's like I didn't go, he went from pretty boy to money. I went from like gold medals to pretty.
Right.
If that makes sense. It's like I went from like raw and uncut and to pretty and still having that Beauty and the Beast. When I did that, that's when my entire brand changed. People like I did the ESPN body issue back in 2016, right? People were like, oh shit, we didn't know she had a body. Okay. But
so even then, so she's claiming in 2016 her brand changed. You know, she's feeling herself right now. That's just all this is. So you really can't even take what she's saying seriously. You cannot take what she's saying seriously. Your brand hasn't changed, Claressa. You know what? Maybe your brand, to me, your brand established when that documentary came out. That was the beginning of your brand. That showed, hey, this woman is coming from humble beginnings. And from there, you had an opportunity to take that thing wherever you wanted, but you took it to Remy Ma and Papoose. They're the ones that are curating your brand right now, Claressa Shields. Right now. Angela Haynes says she's a winner in the ring, but a loser on social media. She needs to get right. Girl, ain't that the truth? Y'all tell me to drop the link if you want. If you want to come up here and sound off and contribute to this discussion, I'll drop the link. Just ask for it. She was asking Remy for fashion advice. You see what I'm saying? And why Claressa is acting as though we don't know these things. She's acting like we're not hip to who she is.
I was uncomfortable with that because I'm like, hold on now, admire the muscles, not the ass. That's in my mind. But then as I turned pro, I started fighting professional and all this stuff. And I used to just come to the weigh-in, just my regular little boxes, my regular little bra. Like I wasn't, but somewhere as I got older, I said, bro, something is missing. I don't know what it is. Right? And then you start getting more popularity and stuff. And then I heard somebody maybe it was my internet or maybe another fighter, but somebody said something about ugly. And I said, who ugly? Right? And then when they said me, I said, oh shit, hold on now. You motherfuckers have said a lot of stuff, but y'all done went too far now with the whole ugly comment. Mm-hmm. And so in my mind, I'm like, why would she say that? Right? And I'm sitting there thinking about this, and I'm always admiring my work inside of the ring, admiring my training. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, you did come to the gym with an afro. Like, you did do that. You was sweating, you do got strong muscles. I can.
So, and again, I give Claressa credit for doing that reflection and doing that self-evaluation and actually responding to herself truthfully. Because Claressa, good and damn well. And look, I got some ugly pictures. Okay. I got some ugly pictures somewhere. I mean, hey, it just is what it is. And, and when I want to get cute, I can get cute. But so I give her credit for that. And that to me tells me that Claressa can be in touch with reality. Because you was looking like you beat your own ass, Claressa. But when she cleans up nice. She looks very beautiful when she gets dressed up. There's nobody can say she's ugly when she's dressed to the nines.
And I don't mind having an A cup. I don't give a shit about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like, you're a beautiful woman. When are you going to show that? And to me, I've always been in relationships, so it's like, as long as my man think I look good, I don't really care about no other man.
Right.
And I also was big on, I'm selling boxing, I'm not selling sex. And when I got ready to fight against Christina Hammer, oh, that's the motherfucker that called me ugly, that one.
Yeah.
So when she did that, I said, in my mind, listen, I love everything about being black. I'm like, she don't fucking look better than me. But in her mind, she do, because she coming to the weigh-in with a dress and makeup and hair. And I'm like, man, I would drag this chick. Like, literally, like, with, like, one hand, probably. I'm like, is we serious? And so, from there, I'm like, you know what? Let me just see what I'm comfortable with. So I tried on a whole bunch of different wigs, whole bunch of different clothes, some.
Yeah, so she's going to, of course, go on further and talk about some ugly picture that she had. And, you know, she was trying different styles and this and that, which, again, I'm not mad at her for finding, finding her
Imagine
footing.
being able to build an app with your name.
Finding her footing in terms of, how to pull her stuff together. But my biggest thing is what Claressa is trying to sell in terms of building a brand. You don't run that. Layla Ali told you what to do, and you still ain't taking her advice, baby. While you sitting here trying to act like you are, she's been getting bullied since school and called ugly. She's now being a bully since she's leveled up, and it's gone to her head. It has gone to her head, and it has gone to her head. And let's see, what's my girl's name? Christy Martin. You know, they asked her, and I can't remember right? I don't remember which platform she was on where they asked her what her thoughts were about Claressa Shields. And, Christy Martin, hell, she kept it a whole Millie Willie on that ass when she said, hey, look, you know what? Claressa Shields is unlikable. She's an unlikable person. Let me see. And I'm just going to bring that up here real quick. And she wasn't lying. And I feel like Christy Martin wasn't afraid to say that to her or afraid to say that about her. And let me see if I can let me see. Here we go. Let me bring that in here. I don't know where this is going to start. Let's see.
She said it to him.
All right.
And he told her, like, Claressa will kill you.
She's trying to carry the torch, I guess.
Yep.
But she's hard to like. She's hard to support. And I get it. The bad guy sometimes sells.
Right. The villain.
But the villain. But right now, you need to be a little more likable. Get the people to want to watch you. Get the people to want you to win. I don't feel like, and look, when you have to name yourself the GWOAT, come on, let somebody else do that. And then you're the GWOAT.
I don't care. Why? I just sold out 16,000 fans. I got a biopic before she got a biopic, so what made me, I'm more likable than her. Like, what are we talking about? And let's talk about how I box better than Christy Martin. I've never been knocked out, never lost. So Christy can feel how she feels, but I have great supporters and great fans who come to see me fight, who support my YouTube channels, who follow me on social media, who give me good words of inspiration every day. Maybe because she don't like me, because she thought she could try to fight me a couple years ago. Was it 6 years ago? She tried to tell my old manager that she wanted to come out of retirement and fight me.
Really?
But it was
Martin?
like, girl, you're like, I think at the time she was probably 50 at the time.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
But you, see, that's what I'm saying. She's so up and down. So how is that ridiculous? But yet you was all on Layla Ali's ass about her coming out of retirement to fight you. Like Claressa, it's like she can't decide what. This shit's exhausting. And this is what I'm saying. I know it gots to be exhausting at the crib. Papoose has got to be, he got to be pulling his hair out. Hey, Papoose ain't got a whole lot of hair. He got to be pulling his hair out. This is exhausting. How are you criticizing Christy Martin? Okay? But yet and still, you was all over Layla Ali, damn near the stalker level. Ooh. Never say never, boo-boo. There's always someone training harder to get that knockout. Ain't that it, girl? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And you know what? And that's what I'm talking about. So she claims like, oh, I needed Wynn Records to do all this, and this is why I signed with them. But yet over here, you talking about, hey, look, I already was doing the damn thing. So then why did you sign with Wynn Records? Because again, they are a label. They're a record label. They're a music label. They do music over there. So why did you sign with Wynn? Well, they know how to promote. But MVP, you already said they already got the breakdown. So what you talking about? I know my worth, and they see, and then I hope I played that part of it where she's like, well, Papoose. So Papoose, how do you take? To me, this is a conflict of interest, because how do you take someone who wants you to sign a contract with them because it benefits them if you sign a contract with them, and then they go to every other person willing to do a deal with you, a legitimate deal with you, and the same person who would prefer you sign with them because it benefits him directly counsels you on why none of those deals are sufficient, but signing the deal with him is. If that ain't a conflict of interest, and to me, if anything, Claressa should just have a lawyer. Hey, Papoose, you can do whatever, but baby, guess what? You know what? I'm going to rock with what my lawyer says. And maybe it'll be a tough lesson learned, a hard lesson. Maybe this will be the fight that'll knock that ass out, because there's something fishy with that. There's something fishy with that. I believe the $3 million was an advancement for her record deal with Wynn. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And does Wynn have $3 million? I mean, I'm not trying to say they do or don't. I don't know nothing about their financial position, but do they have what artists does Wynn Records have that you could say they got $3 million? And then where's $3 million? Where's the salaries and the overhead and all that? $3 million ain't a lot of money when you're talking about having a record label where the artists aren't like just so well known. Where's that $3 million? That's a lot of money if you ain't already churning that revenue. You know what I'm talking about? So again, this just seems like this deal benefits Papoose the most. And that's, again, just my opinion. Thank you. Let me take this off of here. They barely have a website. And speaking of websites, I'm just going to let me go to the website real quick, because like I said earlier about, let me see if I can find it in here, WYN and Wynn. So there's like a Wynn Las Vegas and then a Wynn Records. Let me see. Let me just do it with .com. See what shit. That's it. That ain't it. Let me see here. Hold on, y'all. Wynn Records. Because I already looked it up a couple nights ago. Wynn Productions. There it goes. I think this is it. Wynn Productions. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. All right. Let me bring this screen up real quick. Just on the stop. Share. Stand fast, y'all. Share the screen here. WynnProductions.com. That's what it is. All right. So now Papoose single is popping on here. Papoose got his stuff on here. Shout out to Papoose. I just hope Papoose is not the scoundrel that he's kind of appearing to be. And I wish he cared enough about himself for him not to, people that liked and respected him prior to this thing. I wish he cared enough about himself to be like, you know what? I'm not going to let this thing ruin my, how people view me in society. So so Claressa, once I'm divorced from Remy, then me and you can take up where we left off. That type of thing. I wish that was going on. Let me see. Talent. Let's see. So you got Khadijah, you got Papoose, who's also an executive. Okay. So of these artists, he might be the only one getting paid, I would presume. Emerson, which anybody in the chat heard of Emerson? That's all I want to know. And then King Los. King Los, a Baltimore-born rapper, is known for his razor-sharp wordplay and groundbreaking approach to hip-hop, now signed to Wynn Records. Yeah, okay. And then she's under here as Wynn Athletes. Now, when did the record label become an athlete? So they plan on signing more athletes? Is that can we expect that? You gonna sign Floyd Mayweather? Oh, Huh? You gonna sign? What's my man's name coming up fighting this weekend? Haney and was it Connor? You gonna sign them too, Wynn? Huh? Is that what's going on? I just want to know. Wynn Records was also found. Oh, isn't that something? Are you serious? Because at the signing, when they made their announcement, Papoose was talking about, yeah, I've been working with them for such a long time, and now I'm an executive. So he said it was only 4 months ago. Lakeisha says she is a straight fool, young and dumb, making him her manager when he's still married with a 6-year-old with wife. She's taking care of Remy and her daughter, so Remy gets the last laugh, quiet as it's kept. And like I said, when all this shit hits the fan, real talk, because we've seen the fractures. We've seen the fractures, y'all. At that same, I was honored at Ebony thus and so, and a Sportswoman of the Year. Okay. I think, well, I'll just keep my opinion to myself right there. Let's see. No, pull up their name and ask how long they've been with Wynn, and it will tell you you are kidding me. Miss J, should I drop the link so you can come in and add context to it? Huh? Just say drop the link. I'm happy to do it. Let me see. She should have signed with, yes, she should have. Because you know why? There would be no conflict of interest. And Papoose would have to have been out there getting it how he lived. Okay? Not off of her back. And of all of the artists that are on there, you're not going to tell me that Papoose is not going to get his check cut first. As the executive, I got to get my check cut. You want me to do the work, don't you? And I'm going to count the green. Come on now. Stop it. So she should have signed with MVP, but she ran her mouth so much they didn't want her, and that's the biggest bag. Alicia and Amanda make over $6 million. Yeah, exactly, and that's why I'm saying that's why they're presenting it like it's $8 million. I don't think it's $8 million. I don't think it's $8 million. I think what's my man Salito? I think he said, okay, look, here's something. We'll increase the pay-per-view, and if you can get the people to buy the pay-per-view, then we'll give you the amount of the increase of the subscription. So she gonna be every fight. She gonna be in there fighting to get that $8 million. Okay, and I don't think it's cute like they're trying to present it. I don't think it's a cute thing like that. Found it 4 months ago. Pap's purse really on her coattail, riding all of them. Ooh, ride. The wheels on the bus go round and round, baby. I believe the date was June 25, 2025. What day? For when it got started, when it was established. Pull up those artists. They are not with them at all. Oh, you're kidding me. Because I'm going to tell you, when it first was announced, and I did go to this website, and it feels like they added at least one other person. And I think it's either, well, I don't know. Maybe it's Papoose picture that they added under the recording artist piece of it. But again, something ain't right. Something is not right. And it just, right on, Miss J. Miss J said, drop that link, baby. Let's see. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go. Link is in the chat. Feel free to pull up and get on the mic. The link is in the chat, y'all. Okay, Claressa is the only artist. Those are there as props. She puts them on the map. That's what I'm saying. Claressa is doing a lot for a lot of people, but what is she doing for herself? She owes something to herself first. And that's what she just, so I wish she would have gotten an attorney. Shout out to you, no more sugarcoating.
That's me. That's me.
Hey. You might need to turn your YouTube down back so there won't be an echo. Yeah, what's tea?
Hey, this is Miss J.
Hey, Miss J.
Hey, baby. Yes, I pulled that up just day before yesterday, and I looked up each one of them artists to see who they was, because I have never heard of them. And I said, how long have they been with Wynn Records? I put in each one of them name one by one. And it says they have never been affiliated with Wynn Records at all. None of them. Ain't nobody actually on there but Claressa and Paps. They used her to put themselves on the map. That's what they done. Cause she really the only artist. They have brought other artists in like that. That woman that they shown as Emerson or whatever, I know she was in the video, I think with Paps went Count the Green or whatever. But when you pull her up, it says that she's not signed with them and never have been directly signed. So I think that they are manipulating her. I think they are bringing people in that make things look a certain way that it's actually not. They make her think like he got it so going on. But pull them up. Pull up each one of them names that they show, because that's what they showed me at first. And so I decided to go in and do further investigation and pull up each one of them names. And they have never been affiliated with Wynn Records. Never. Never been affiliated with Wynn Records. So you see it's really just Claressa and Pat. How come they not promoting nobody else if they so big? She's the only one that they going on the interviews with, showing up with. Where everybody else at? If y'all with bids with other people. Because the way she on the way they got her working like a Hebrew slave, they ain't got time for nobody else.
Yep. And
they got her working like a Hebrew slave.
Girl, you ain't lying. I mean, and got it like, I mean, she is the goose that laid the golden egg at this point. And it's, again, it's sad because to me, there really was a conflict of interest. And what I want to know is, do you, when this thing blows up, will Claressa even be able to turn around and sue Papoose? Because, for conflict of interest or contract, you know what I'm saying, manipulation or something.
I don't know, but all of them been getting done like that for years. She's nobody new. She thinks she is, but Claressa not stupid. Claressa know what's up.
Yeah, I think
Claressa just in love. She whooped. And she got what she wanted. She was wanting validation so bad, so much attention, and now you getting it, but it's not it's not the right type of attention. Claressa know fool. Claressa know what's up.
Yeah. Because
Claressa know what's up. She's not stupid.
You're right. She is not stupid.
She's not stupid by far. She knows that she is being used as a problem, even though they try to probably mess. Claressa's not that stupid. She's not slow as people may think. She's not.
Absolutely.
She's not. She knows. She just want that nigga that bad. I mean,
I got you.
I'm just being real.
No,
she just want Pap's bag. That's it. And she gone.
Yeah,
she got her nose open. He got her nose wide open. She listen, did you notice how she did that interview that you got up? Go back to like in the 50s, started like the 50s. He asked her a question a little bit earlier up in that interview just before it started closing out. She couldn't answer. She jumped off like somebody jumped to some wholly different time. Okay, what did she say? I want to, they were asking her about Wynn Records, high work or something. It was something about Wynn Records. He could not explain it.
Really?
And she was trying her best. She even deflected so big what she did. She said, I'm gonna continue to be the greatest champ, right? Well, she didn't even know how to even answer what they gave her. And then she realized that then at the very end of the interview, she said, I never did answer that question. And she still sounded stupid. She said, because it's like a triangle. You got boxing, records, and then this. She sounded so stupid. Stupid. But she don't know what's going. She know it really wasn't no Wynn Records before her. The name was probably in place, but they didn't have no motion.
Well, Popcorn
they didn't have no motion.
Well, check this out, Mo. Popcorn comes. It's Claressa's company, and she don't even know it. And that sound like that's what it is, because you're building all this, Claressa. And do you have ownership in this thing? Do you have the level of ownership in this organization? Because we can all see it. We can all see this. That if it wasn't for her doing the work she's about to do, this Wynn Records would not be on the map.
Exactly. Who knew about Wynn Records before Claressa Shields?
Come on with it. Thought you knew.
If they was all this, and she know it. She don't even. I'm gonna tell you, Claressa don't even like Pap's music. She know that stuff. It ain't about nothing. That ain't the type of music that these young folks listening to. All that stuff. That's old school. She don't like that mess. She just try to keep lifting him up because that's what he wants. And I do not believe that he wrote them lyrics. She said he did, and I believe that he did. She said, y'all will know when Paps writes something, it'll be like Malcolm X type stuff, rapping and stuff. She said, y'all will know when
her.
Yeah, he ain't wrote that. He ain't wrote that. I do not believe that he wrote that. I really don't.
I got the clip that you were talking about, and so let me bring that up in here real quick.
Okay. But pull up them other people's name too, so you can verify that for the audience.
Oh, okay, absolutely.
I ain't trying to tell y'all to do your show.
And listen.
And if my voice seems like it's continued to talk, when you do start to talking, there's just the feedback. Because once I hear you, I shut up. So it might be a different conflict crossing like that. I don't want you to feel like I'm showing no disrespect to you.
No, baby, no. I thank you for pulling up and helping us with this. So, all right,
thank you.
Yeah, so let's get to this part right here. Y'all hit the like button, share the show, subscribe if you haven't already. And again, the link is in the chat, so if you want to come up, pop up on it. But here is what Clarissa's going to be trying to explain the relationship with Wynn Records. And shout out to Miss J up on here with, as in No More Sugarcoating, who brought this to our attention. So let's.
Oh, you ain't got to do all that, baby. Get out of your business. I ain't never got no props.
Yeah. Let's see what's T. Here we go.
Detroit, Flint. I want to hit all these different cities, and I want to do like these girl camps, just because I just feel like it's needed. I don't know. I feel like it made me feel empowered as a little girl.
I'm gonna let you know when I'm talking about.
Why not pass it down?
Yeah, and that might be something that becomes very, very big, and you the one that started it.
Well, it's already big in my head.
Yeah,
right.
That makes
you said
sense.
Your head is big.
Yeah, you gotta.
It's big in my head.
Oh, big. Oh, that's big in your head. I got you. But you said Pap's head was big earlier, so I had to get you back. So I was like, I was looking at him like that. He took an L.
Congrats on the new deal. Looking forward to your next fight and we're good.
What's up?
Yeah, so
bag up some,
the whole thing with Dimitri, Salita, and Wynn?
Explain it, please.
Please break it down real quick.
More. Okay, all right. So boom. So y'all think I got a record deal, but I don't. Y'all crazy.
I know they're doing promotion and stuff like that, right?
Right. So, all right, boom. You got Dimitri, who was the promoter. Then you have Wynn Records, the record label, but they bring in forward music and entertainment and just everything that they bring to the table. With Wynn Records, Pap is an executive there.
Right.
Ruben Branson is the head. Then you got Pap. Pap is like, a mastermind, just like I said earlier. And they throw these huge concerts all over the country. 10,000 fans, 15,000 fans, 20,000 fans. So they know how to put some asses in seats.
Right.
And they bring out the perfect artists. And I mean, they can get in contact with any artist that you want to have.
Right.
Performing. They pay them, they performing. However that goes. So all of that being able to come together with Salita, myself, and then Wynn Records, it's just like, it's a big triangle. You got music, you got entertainment, and you got sports.
So you're getting a piece of everything like ticket sales and merchandise and all of that. Is that the type of deal it is?
My boxing deal?
No, yeah, because you said that it's a minimum of $8 million, but you can make more. So how does that happen? Is
the boxing business.
Okay.
It's the boxing business. It's the boxing business for all of it. So however people structure their businesses, like they structure it different.
Because you said you was going to make $15 million maybe.
Well, that's with like sponsorships,
and all that.
Right? Endorse.
So that's all I need to know. You not so.
Yeah, go back a little bit. She came back. I just want y'all to see how she did it when they first asked her, because they asked her that about the question that she just answered earlier, and I want y'all to see her response. She deflected all the way around. She said she didn't know where to go with it, and you can tell it messed her up because she was like she went back to herself and got stuck, and then she came back at that end and said, okay. And call herself. I guess she had to think of something to say, and that's was the best she had. Was just kept praising Pap. She didn't know what to say. You see how she cut her eyes over there at him. You can tell she was a little nervous. Like, okay, I hope I handled that better, or something. Yeah.
So I'm trying to find that part right now.
It's not too far up.
Okay, but even what she said too about that deal, it's still. She goes, no, the $8 million is the boxing deal. Just like I said,
that's record there. It got to be.
It's fishy, and again, let me see.
Because who tell me this? Who gonna pay you $8 million, give you $3 million up front? without any fights in line. You don't really even know who you did when they asked her about who she was fighting and stuff. And she went and looked over there at Pap. She said, "Oh yeah, we supposed to be fighting in January." Then she started scratching her body language. When you somebody, you have to watch. But you know, I pay attention to everything, body language at all. She didn't know who to say she was fighting. She didn't know exactly when. That's what it was when they asked her that. That's when she threw. That's when she deflected big. Well, you know, I'm a state undisputed world champion, right? Like she trying to convince when somebody always kind of asks you, right? You know, they trying to see you from the Bible. I'm going to tell you next. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how to answer it. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, right. Okay, you know, her whole body language changed. Then that's when she called herself, came back and answered that like that, which still didn't make sense.
Right. And I'm trying to find it out here. I even turned these closed captions on, so I can't find that part, the other part where they're talking about that. Let me try one other way. Before I do, let me see what y'all saying.
Let me see. Let me go to my, because I got my TV on. Let me see. Because I kind of know where it was kind of in between there. Let me go put
Let me see what the.
So I can tell you the number.
Okay. Let's see here. I believe the date was July, and she's and then in this one little clip right here, she did say, she goes, Pap is an executive, but then on the website they're showing him as an artist. So they can't even get their stories together right.
Exactly.
They ain't even got their stories right.
That's the title that they gave him for him. It's all a skit for Claressa.
Yeah.
It's all a skit.
It's sad.
They just gave him their position to make her feel like she got somebody. She know Paps didn't have this. She know what it is. Claressa's just so glad to have a celebrity on her shoulder and thought she was doing something because even though she was a boxer, everybody didn't know her until she got with Paps. She didn't really start trending until she got with Best, even though she's a good boxer. I'm not trying to knock that. But then everybody didn't know Claressa like this until she got with Paps.
Yeah.
Both of them need the same thing, validation. He feeding off of her, she feeding off of him.
So now here, let me read these comments real quick. It says Khadijah is Ruben Wynn, the owner's daughter. You are kidding me, Angel. That's the owner's daughter. The producer and other owner, Sean 2 Miles, is Khadijah's cousin. Wynn Records was created in Sierra Leone, Africa in 2017 and incorporated in Sugar. Oh, wow. That's what I'm saying. It all looks like it's just a perfectly curated situation where the workhorse, the engine, is Claressa Shields. So Pap is an executive at Wynn Records, also creative director. But then you got him on the website saying that he's an artist. Sugarland, Texas. Okay, so it's incorporated in see, the internet is undefeated, as they say.
My girl.
I have the screenshot of when the company was founded by Ruben. Ruben is just a front man for the money.
Come on, girl. Come on, girl. I told you. And and Wynn ain't got no money like that. That's why Salida is connected to them. Salida is the one that got the money.
So then how, and so then that means that if your contract is with Salida and with Wynn, that means Wynn is performing or providing a service and they expect to be paid.
Exactly.
So what's T? So that means if you do put the people in the seats, then they're gonna already bite off of that $8 million. So it's not, I don't believe it's $8 million. Let me go back to the comments. Claressa got a trick bag deal. Say that goddess got a trick bag deal. It's so wild she don't see how they pimping her. She gonna see one day though. She gonna see, and when she wakes up, that's what is. Pap, you better run and hide, baby.
Oh yeah, he better run high for real. Cause she already done said on Shay that she don't play with, ain't gonna have no grown man playing with her. But she knows she being played. But because of the love bombing, like his wife was trying to tell her, she thinks she doing something because he up on her. She ain't used to that. And then she think he's somebody too. And so to her, that make her look like she's somebody because she thinks she got somebody.
And he might be the best she ever had. He might be the best she ever had, you know. It could be the case. Let's see.
I doubt that because her friend said she had a good dude before she left. She be like she said on Shay, she'll leave them. Her friend is done already verified that. Said the guy that she had before she got with Tony, he was so good to her, said he loved her. treated her good. One using her, kept his job. He was just a regular dude, but he loved her. I seen a picture of them up on the red carpet together before. She left him to go get with Tony, thinking Tony was better. He's a trainer. She was looking for validation, trying to find somebody to help make her feel like she's somebody. So she would leave somebody that is good to her. She had a good dude that really loved her for her.
Yeah.
And not for her, who she was, based on her best friend that came out said that she really liked him. She just wants somebody to make her feel like she important. That wasn't good enough for her.
Now here's another good question in the chat. So who was on the books in Sierra Leone? Any known talent or artist? And looks like Angel says just a local Afrobeat artist. Okay. So a 360 deal. That money touched 5 Negroes' hand before it touches her. That's what I'm trying to say. You're paying off of everything. You're paying everything, and who's going to pay the street teams? Not okay, because you're going to pay Wynn Records to do what they do. Wynn Records wasn't put. And she goes, well, no, they put any artists that you don't even know of. They put those artists. Okay, that means those artists had to pay Wynn Records to do what they do. So you're not fooling nobody, Claressa, except for yourself, baby. That's all.
Come on.
Angel said, local, no breakout artists or talent we know. Let's keep this going. These comments. She acting like Wynn. She acting like Wynn Records is Motown or Arista or something. It is odd. Not yet. Supposedly they are trying to sign. Oh, I wondered why Blueface. Wait a minute.
What, girl? What?
Wait a minute. Oh, hold on. I just seen the little clip. I seen the little clip where Blueface was at their little birthday party. Then I seen the clip where Christian was with Blueface while he was trying to lay some tracks down, and he was fucking that all up. Okay? And you gonna try to put Blueface on this label? And then listen. I'm gonna put money. One of these fights in 2026 is gonna be Claressa Shields and Christian Rock. Okay, because Christian, I don't care what they say about her. It's all alleged. Just my opinion. She ain't gonna let nobody look at Blueface no other type of way. This is about to be a hot ass mess. Oh, if they sign Blueface, oh my God. Woo. Let me see. Baby getting sold a wooden nickel all day. Claressa is delusional. She needs to take a mental break from the media and do a consult with a therapist. She needs an attorney too. She really does. She needs, and as a Black woman, a professional Black woman, a rich Black woman, she needs to get an attorney. And you know what? And that's the test of Pap. And you know what, Pap? If you really give about me, you ain't gonna mind me having an attorney to look over everything I got and make sure that I'm solid. You ain't gonna have no problem with that, Pap.
Right.
He shouldn't have no problem. A scheme.
But listen, all of them work together, though. Our lawyer might act like he's for her, but if they give him enough money,
that's why she got to hire her own. He got to be independent. He has to. And see, and this is what's so horrible about her not having a reasonable relationship with Layla Ali. And it makes me wonder, did somebody put this in her head? Hey, go after Layla, go after Layla. Go. That way, Layla would the relationship would deteriorate, and then Layla couldn't just like send her a text message and be like, hey girl, call my attorney because this is some bullshit. You see what I'm saying? They've isolated her, and the only people she can rely on now, like she said, Papa's, he my superhero. See, he know he done everything, and so he can figure it all out. But then you sat on this couch talking about something. I know business. I'm the one that asked for the $3 million sign-on bonus. Okay. Sonia said, word on the curb is that the owner of Wynn Records is really, I think
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
My mind going, huh? I just want to say, listen, they probably either this 8 million is bogus or don't exist at all.
They don't exist. Well,
because she also said she supposed to be getting her 3 million at the time when she was doing the signing, when she did the big press about it. She was saying she was gonna get her 3 million next week. That following week. You know she done got that money. She be talking, throwing it up like she did when she made that million when she did with the girl. She ain't said nothing. She ain't showed no coins, even though I'm sure she can pull out something to try to fund a little bit. But she ain't said nothing about she done got that 3 million.
Mm-hmm.
And you know she would have been talking because she also just said it to somebody else that since we don't watch the press, that she's gonna get her. She gonna be getting her 3 million soon. That's all she keeps saying.
Shout out to you, Sonia Wallace. Thanks for pulling up. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share the show. And we're glad that you're here. You said you heard, I think I kind of heard some of that too, Goddess, that there's something with Khadijah, or there's some other person that was supposed to be the media person, and every time they see Pap, that girl somewhere around, and I hate that for Claressa, because as a Black woman who coming from where she's come from, beating the odds that and listen, like two-time Olympian, okay, a two-time Olympian, you deserve all the kudos, because I couldn't do it. And a whole lot of us in this audience couldn't do it. But I feel like she really is being manipulated. And it's a sad thing. Ruben and Pap is running a sham around Claressa. Pap orchestrated. Pap couldn't pull himself as CEO because Remy would take it. So he found Ruben to place and funnel the money back to him as an executive. Dirty work is nasty work. Dirty work. Now, she should never be anywhere. Blueface is that such a bad? That's what I'm saying. And you mean this is exactly what I'm saying. This is what the people who you've entrusted to have influence or any level of impact on your brand, Claressa, and they're going and somebody think of Blueface and they think of you. Because when they say Blueface, I think about Christian Rock being invited to the concert by Tamar Braxton and Christian going off because she thought one thing and then now you done hit the man all in his mouth and this, that, and 2/3. Like, why would you even let that anywhere in your proximity? This is what doesn't make sense. So, Claressa, this is why the other lackadaisical boxing females that you said are that they act like they don't know what to do with a brand. This is why they're not listening to you, boo-boo. This is exactly why, because you don't know what you're talking about, unfortunately. It's crazy how Claressa Shields is the biggest star on the music label. So they are using her to be the moneymaker on the label because the people that they already had signed isn't making any money. I mean, absolutely. I wondered if when she was signing that deal, if she had her own attorney or used Pap's attorney or an attorney at all. And so Pap told her to go against Layla. I think that's what it is. Now it's making sense why that all that drama was conjured up. Let me put this picture up here real quick, y'all, because this photo, and I got it as the thumbnail for this episode here, but this photo, look how Pap is looking at Claressa. He count the green. That's what, that's in my mind. That's what I'm thinking. Count the green. It's like, he's looking at her like, damn, this bitch don't even know. She don't even know the game I'm running. She ain't figured it out yet. She ain't figured this out yet. I feel sorry for Claressa. I feel sorry for her because it just seems as though she's still unaware of what's up. It's going to be on her delusional live last night. She said it just cleared the $3 million damn dollars. Now, what live was that? Because I'm following Claressa and got all the alerts on and on all her social platform. Girl, what social media platform was that she was live at? This is crazy. Claressa don't even know who she's fighting next. Nothing lined up but the chat. Let's see here. Claressa don't even know who she's fighting. Nothing lined up but the chat. Let me see. I'm just going to run through these comments. Blueface is a liability, period. Absolutely. That's how you know this company is whack. That's how you know any representation, putting her first and really wanting her to be all she can be. that's how you know that they're not thinking about Claressa. They're thinking about themselves. Thank you, Sonia. Appreciate you subscribing, Love Bug. Looking like Don King. Exactly. Looking just like him. So Wynn Records doesn't have a parent company. Layla Ali said something was wrong with that fake $15 million check. So she felt it was a money grab. And like she said in the one of the text messages that she sent to Claressa, it ain't, the money ain't there until it's sitting in the escrow account. And that's the question, Claressa. Is that $8 million deal contract, is it sitting in an escrow account? Because that is an account where if you don't act right, you can't run with the money. If either party to the contract does not perform, they can't beat the other one to the bank and withdraw the funds. Okay, so is that $8 million in the escrow account, or are they gonna let you do a little something, and or you gonna go interview on Shay Shay and he gonna pay you, and then that's gonna add up towards your $8 million? Huh? You over here on Ring Champs, and I'm not saying any of these people paid her. This is, again, all my opinion. Everything's alleged. Show for entertainment purposes only. But if it did Ring Champs break you off a little something, now that's going towards the $8 million or the bonuses? Because like she was just saying to him, branding. There ain't nobody branding you right now, baby. Not nobody for real, for real. I mean, Target might take it because everybody's boycotting Target. They might let you, hopefully that nigga gonna come and start shopping at Target again. But you're not set up the right way. And you go, oh Lord. And any major organization that says, oh wow, that's very interesting. We have a female boxer, a two-time Olympian, the only person, man or woman, to receive the accolades she did with the championship. She said it earlier. Wow, let's look into that. Oh, Wynn Records, they ain't been in business for even 6 months. We'll pass. Thanks. The things aren't like, oh, Blueface that just got out of jail and talk. Oh, Lord have mercy. Wynn Records doesn't have a parent company. Layla Ali says she felt it was a money grab. Paps is the new Don King. Pap looking at her like money, 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 money. Come on, ain't that it? It's sad. It's a Don King contract. Why didn't she sign with MVP? And she doesn't listen. And Shields dislikes Alicia and wears glasses like the bomb Gardner. Exactly. And I said, somebody in here already said earlier, she needs to find her own identity. And I feel like sometimes she knows she's walking in her authentic self, but then she turns around and she comes, I don't know, it's like she disassociates from reality some type of way. It was a pop-up live and she was up. She was going off on her cousins, her sister, and some so-called ex-friend. She was completely unhinged. Then she was going to delete it. If so, not sure if it can be found anymore. And let me say this. Thank you for that, Sonia. I really did. I saw. Oh, was you going to say something, Miss J?
No, I was just letting you know I was still trying to find that particular part. Go ahead, I'm listening because you own it. Go ahead.
Okay, right on. Thank you. So I struggled over this, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all tell me in the chat because I found that, and this was before I heard anybody speaking on this. The cousin or the sister, whoever, the girl still lives in Flint, and y'all seen her. I was watching the videos and I said, man, this is horrible. It made me really feel sorry for Claressa. I ain't gonna lie to you. It made me feel sorry for her that her family or someone who knows enough about her family would actually sit there and, girl, if you keep talking mess, and I'm going to make sure that I tell this and that and 2/3 and blase scoop de ville. I'm going to pull up with the bouffale. I'm like, damn, it made me feel sorry for Claressa. And I ain't gonna lie, I was like, Lord, what? I said, it just troubled me. And I was like, well, I said, maybe I should. And then I got to thinking, is this a parody account? Like, is this really For real? Or is this somebody faking like that? Because this girl was on Facebook. She didn't give a damn how she was looking. And y'all know who it is. It's the her last name is Savage. I can't remember her first name, but I was on her Facebook listening to what she was saying, and I'm like, man, this is horrible. So you're saying to me, Sonia, that she was going off. Now I know there's because I did a video on that, on an old video that she did where she was going off on those cousins, but it's that same old video, and then this new cousin came up and she said, yeah, this is my response, my rebuttal to all that you said. And the girl went in, and the thing about it is it was entertaining. I said, this has to be a parody account. This can't be real. So if y'all want me to pull that up real quick, put it in the chat that you want me to, and I'll bring at least a portion of it up. But
yeah, pull it up.
Okay. All right. Hold on a second. Let me see.
And
here.
I done found that question that I was talking about. Go to started about 54 and just let it play out. Then when you see that part when she put her head up to her forehead, you'll know that's the part right there. 55. Go by 55.
Here we go. See, you on top of it, girl.
Yeah, because see, he asked her a question and she didn't know how to answer that question. So she just deflected and put it on herself like, okay, she grabbed the head. But just check it out. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay, I'm gonna actually go to 54. That way we know we there for it.
Okay, and I'm gonna put it back on mute so you can finish talking.
All right, we're gonna go straight to 54. Hold on. It's 53 on them. Let me pull this up on the yeah, we got it up right here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's bring that in. And this comment real quick.
I like that. Yeah. Before you get out here, your vision, right? You talked about at a press conference this big deal, $8 million deal, potentially make a lot more money, but everybody aligned. Wynn, Salida, they all aligned with your vision, right? Well, what is that vision?
As far as in like the storytelling, right? The docuseries, the storytelling, the promotion and the money that we put behind these fights.
Right.
Of course, the opponents, right? And then just bringing that culture to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always loved when it was big fights in Vegas because I would get floor seats, right? But I go on the floor to take pictures with everybody.
Right, yeah.
Like, until the main event came, I was on the floor like, hey, oh, I heard Usher was here. Let me go find Usher. Let me go find this person. Go find this person. And if I can get to him, I'll take a picture with him.
Right.
And I posted it. Like, oh, shit, look who I ran into. Woo, woo. And so I feel like with my events now, not only am I going to have a big artist walk me out, but also it's going to be other big celebrities in the house. So you want to pay for them floor seats because, yeah, you came to see me, but you came to see Megan Good and Jonathan Majors, too.
Right.
Oh, that's dope.
An event. What about the 4 kids that you said you have lined up? That's what I've been hearing, that you wanted 4 kids, you ready to start a family.
But isn't that 38 years old or something?
No, I don't.
I'm going to retire at 38.
You want to retire?
But me and Pat was planning on having our first kid after my fights next year.
Okay, so you're going to have kids before you retire? Like, all of them?
And then I'm going to come back. No, I'm not going to have all of them.
Okay.
Maybe 2.
Maybe 2.
Damn.
Yeah.
Before you retire, and then 2 after. Huh?
No, I don't think it's easy at all, to be honest with you. I think it's actually pretty hard. But, I mean, I got to have something that's my own when I leave. Like, I can't talk to these belts and these gold medals. I want to have my kids.
So it's safe to say that you're going to be working on a child soon. Like, maybe next year, maybe 2027, Claressa is going to be a mom.
What's next year, 2026?
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like to see that.
Interesting.
See what kind of mom you're going to be.
I'll be a great mom, like a great auntie.
I mean, you're already basically a mom the way you take care of
the way that my nieces hung on to me, you'd think I am.
Right.
Well, look, we're looking forward to what's coming.
Yeah, and
big deal.
We got the fight announcement.
Oh, so you have a first fight already announced? I mean, about to be announced.
Yeah, we just got locked in a
Can you
few
give
more
us a hint?
details.
175? You defending your belt at 175?
Yeah. Well, I think.
Okay.
I think.
Oh, wait.
Wait, if it's not 175, then what would it be? 168? No.
Well, there's the girls who got the belts. Nothing's locked in yet, but I know I'm going to fight in the first quarter of next year.
At 175?
Okay. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Depends on, like, boom. In my mind, I'm like, of course, going to become undisputed again. Why not? it makes sense. But then it's like, damn, can you really be 5 times undisputed? And it's like, yeah, you can. You fucking want to.
But
You
4
see how
weight divisions,
that's the part.
and that'll beat everybody.
Say what now? What you say? What you say? No more sugarcoat.
I'm sorry, y'all. Didn't you hear the question that the black guy asked her? Did you hear what he asked her? And she totally deflected and didn't know how to answer. That question that he just asked her. He came back. That's the one she came back and answered at the end when she said, y'all asked me about songs and stuff. Let me answer that. And then she got to talk about the triangle and all that. She didn't know how to answer that question.
Yeah.
To think of something.
Yeah. Well, she got
say, so she threw Paps in there to try to lift him up to act like she answered the question, but she really didn't know how to answer it about Wynn.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Pap got to tell her if she can fight at 175 or what, Pap got to be the one to tell her because that's all you're listening to. And unfortunately, Pap is not the boxing expert. I feel sorry for Claressa Shields. She's a bad mamma jamma. I mean, she's a bad mamma jamma.
Oh, yeah, she cold with them hands.
Oh, baby. She's cold with it. And I just feel sorry for that she is not really being given the opportunity. And she's not taking the opportunity to say, you know what, I'm gonna control my destiny. Me and God. Right. That's how we go. Let me finish running this clip. Hold on, let's go.
I mean, if you could beat those two. Come on, I can't just be saying like you want.
You just skin black?
Absolutely.
Okay then, that's your answer. See, look at you playing games, man.
All right, so looking forward to 4-fight deal. As of now, $8 million, $3 million signing bonus.
Talk your talk. You know
have you spent some of that money in your head already? Some things you want to buy?
You know, I've been getting money for a long time now. Right. So it's like getting some more money ain't really like a big thing. Like, oh, I got this much and I couldn't afford this or that.
It's more than you've been getting.
Yeah, it's a lot more money, but I feel like I want to make sure I get people set up. I want to get set up. Right. You know what I'm saying? And man, I feel like the charity that I want to do with this girl and women's camp, I want to start it. November 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, I'll be in Dallas. Me and Sharita McCaff are doing us a women's and girls camp together where we just show girls how to box, how to train, how to defend themselves.
So you're going to be there those 3 days as one of the teachers?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Cool. You get money and time.
I want to do it for a long time though, but I want to do it all over the country. So I want to have a hosting here in Brooklyn. I want to have I'm
gonna stop right here because this is the part that really upsets me about Claressa, because that is such an excellent idea. It's a great idea. But Claressa doesn't have in my view, she doesn't have the wherewithal to be the proper influence for all of the girls that are going to be coming out. She's not, the way she's going to answer these questions, if they ask her, that's what I'm saying. She's not the one to be trying to dole out that level of influence. And I just, that's the sad part. That's the sad part.
And I want to say this, and this is just my opinion. I don't know it to be true, but I'm going to say it.
Right.
That girls camp and all that stuff. See, when you become part of the secret society, that's what Pap don't want to did. That's why she's trending so much now. All these interviews all of a sudden. When you get to top bringing all these children in and all this kind of stuff, you got to watch out with that. Look at Oprah Winfrey. See, you see what I'm saying with that girls' school and what we heard about that children getting raped, and then they use their name, but it's other people behind it. It's not actually going to be Claressa Shields that's really putting these places into position. It's people in the secret society that's going to use her name like they did Oprah, but they know what's up. That's going to push a certain agenda.
Wow.
For these children. That's what I literally feel based on all this stuff. That's all you be hearing with these celebrities doing. Even celebrities coming out saying this what's been going on. That they use to children and stuff. We done been hearing this. Right. Children is the ones that they use the most when they come up.
Yeah, and of course, it's our opinion. Everything's alleged. We're not saying that this is.
Yes, it's allegedly. That's opinion. That's why I say that's my opinion.
And it's a question. It's a question. So we're just, then that's what it is. So now, Popcorn Conversations 1 said, Pap and Wynn Records own her for the next 2 years. I feel sorry for her. I believe after Pap gained what he wants, he's leaving her. As soon as the contract's up, he's out. And I think Pap is too old to really want some kids running all around. He already got that little 6-year-old beautiful baby, look just like the woman he's still in love with, which is Remy Ma. That's a beautiful little 6-year-old baby he got. Beautiful. I don't see Pap wanting to, But hey, you know what? Time is certainly going to tell. Yeah, Pap already making his exit plan. Believe, yeah. The only thing I can see, Pap, and again, I want to be wrong about everything I'm thinking about Papoose. I really do. I want to be wrong, but I don't know. I just don't know, because when I look at what's going on, Wynn Records, Claressa Shields is going to have to write a check to Wynn Records. Wynn Records is not about to write a check to her. And then, really, based on what she just said in terms of how they plan to get all these people in the crowd and make it an event and do all that, that has to be paid for. Those things have to be paid for. So who is going to cut the check? And that's what I'm saying. Claressa Shields is going to be paying Wynn Records.
Exactly. All of them, everybody that's in that circle sitting around her, getting a piece of that money.
With their hand out.
So, with their hands out.
And that's why I'd love to see the details of that contract. Let me see here. She doesn't even know that she's being used. If she signed her name on contracts and didn't read the tooth and nail, she's doomed. You ain't lying. That family is a mess.
And I will say this, my opinion on Papoose to me. Now I know if people might look at him different, but I done been through so much in my life, been married over 31 years, honey, and to a narcissist. I know when I can smell him, like my mama used to say. I can make a man, I just can't put breath in him. And they're just for real. Papoose is a wannabe as well. He didn't feel validated because Remy Remy was a good, I feel like Remy was a good wife to him. He played her like the way he played Claressa. That's what Remy was trying to tell us, that he became, for her, he felt more like a handler than a husband.
Yeah, she said
at the end of the day.
He said he wasn't bringing any income in. And
he was getting 20% off her too when she worked. And that she said that was okay with her because there was a husband, but when she realized he wasn't trying to pay no bills and do what he needed to do, the money was being kept in the household. She said once she seen where the love bombing and all that stuff was over with, she began to see clearly. She began, because he come in and give you what you want. He wants to be seen too. He feeling like somebody with her now.
Well, maybe
feel like he the big man.
Well, and maybe Pap can put it down, and that's enough to, make the woman say it.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
He might be in the trades. You hear what I'm saying? Putting that work in. Let me see. CC Boogie said, we will see the deal by February when there is no fight for her, when records haven't even told us who she's fighting next in an $8 million deal. I'm saying that to me, and you would think that would be the first key in marketing. As soon as you sign that, as soon as you make that announcement, we know what to play.
Right.
You would think we would know that. Yeah, Shalita Savage. That's the girl's name. Let me keep on running through these comments. She was going to marry her ex March 18th, 2022. Oh, God, Savage, not me. Let me see. That man. Wait, okay, that part. Let me see here. The live night. Oh,
she should. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say she should have stayed over there with Tony. At least she knows she would have had her own husband by now.
Well, yeah.
But she left him because she thought she was getting so. That's crazy to me, though. That is crazy.
Well, on one of the clips, Shalita Savage, and this is me from the comments, Shalita Savage did say, she was like, Claressa, you come to, I'll whoop your ass. See, you a technical boxer. See, I'll whoop your ass.
Wait, who girl?
Yeah, the lady,
Wait,
the Shalita Savage. That's what she said on one of them lives. That's why I was like, man, this is.
I don't know her. I'm gonna have to look her up.
Oh, I didn't see some. So yeah, I'm trying to go through the comments. I don't see where y'all said, "Yeah, Mel, go ahead and pull Shalita Savage up and show us that clip." Y'all not telling me to do it, so I'm just not going to do it because maybe y'all feel like I was feeling like,
let me hear it. I don't even know who Shalita Savage is. Okay. I know Shadasia Green. If you don't mind.
No.
Okay.
Let me go over here on Facebook real quick and see. Let me see if I can pull that back up because it's something else, boy. I tell you. Here we go.
But Bruce is a narcissist. He using her to make himself feel a certain type of way. That's why Remy was able to say she knew what she was looking at because she done been through it. She done experienced it. And then I want to say this too on behalf of Remy. Papoose was cheating. Everybody think that Remy was doing her thing. Yes, she owned that. Papoose just don't want to own that he was doing everything too. She said they both was doing their thing. They had been to therapy. They came to a conclusion that they were just gonna live in the same household for their child's sake. He didn't like her doing her. The only reason why all this came out is because she got her and Claressa was friended with Remy, you know, with them Texas. So when a woman find out that you dealing with someone that they are so-called associated with, that's gonna hit different. And that's why that got exposed. And then that's when he dropped that picture. See, that picture is what everybody stuck on with Remy, but he been knew about Easy. It ain't like it was nothing new. It's just that now he decided to drop that because she exposed him with Claressa. But he want to try to make himself look bad. Papoose is somebody that want to look like he's something that he's not in front of others. He's worried about what others think. As soon as Remy got on there talking, he rushed to the thing. He couldn't close his mouth. He made video after video after video. That's what narcissists do. They want to defend who, because they don't want people to look at them in a way that seem like they not what they are. And that's how Papoose is. He's not who we the public think that he is. He's not that. So I ain't saying he's the most terrible guy in the world, but he know how to manipulate, get what he want the way he want it, and that's what he's doing with Claressa. He love bumming the mess out of, and then you notice it's like he trying to convince her. I listen to everything. Watch how when he was telling her singing thing, that song that she got, Claressa Shields song. Then he said, "I'm gonna say this again for those, cause you excited because y'all making good money now. So you excited to say you love her in front of the crowd now." And he's always trying to prove what everybody's saying about him. He always come next with it. You notice that everything that people say that he's not, he'll come and do it. Like opening the door when Remy talked about, I got somebody that's opening the door for me now. Easy one no big time name or none of that. But when you done been through something as a woman, you don't care nothing about how big the name is. You want somebody that's gonna love on you right.
That's
treat you right. And that's what she was saying is important to her. You
now,
know.
Now I got the savage chick up here.
Go ahead, baby.
And no, you doing fine. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate you, because you listen, you helping us, get all these little, nuggets in there and helping us pull all these pieces together. And now we're all walking on the same accord right here.
And thank you for allowing me. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So now this is the video that I said, okay, Lord, hold on. I'm not trying to add that one to the stage. I'm going to add this one to the stage. Okay, let me do it. Yeah, I'll stop the screen. Hold on, y'all. There we go. This is the video that made me say, man, because this girl, and I don't know how long I'm going to, first of all, why would you come on here? Why would you I feel like you want Claressa to look bad. You trying to embarrass her and make her feel some type of way. That's what I think. So there's that part. But let's listen to what she's saying here. And this is like a good 12. I don't know how long this is, but anyway, let's just get into some of what she's talking about here. Here we go.
This was said by me from Claressa.
I'm going to go to jail.
You gonna go to jail about flipping out by what?
Far out my sight, far out my.
Girl, we was just talking on the phone.
I don't talk to her. I don't.
Yes, you do.
Because this girl, I already know how I'm cut for real.
Yes, you do. You just talked to me on Brianna's phone, and then I called you, FaceTimed you on your phone, and you threatened to block me, but yet I can still call your phone.
I'm telling you, I know what I'm gonna do.
What are you gonna do?
She know what I'm gonna do.
I don't know what you're gonna do. What blows us with this family is how you be financially abusing everybody and trying to make it seem like you putting people in positions to win. When in actuality, you not. You just did a big ass deal with Wynn Records, right? But who the fuck knows Wynn Records? Girl, you really is being Papoose fucking flunky. Stop it.
Who literally sits and prays on my downfall.
I don't pray on your downfall. Not at all. And if you say 8 years, talk about that baby. Talk about, if you bring up 8 years on why we've been into it, talk about that baby.
Okay, and so, now, what
could wow, no, I didn't know her. I ain't never seen this woman.
Yeah, no, she on here. I mean, she's this girl, and this is just one of the videos where she is going all the way in and thoroughly, and it's just a lot. Let me just play a little bit more of this, and then, y'all see the name.
She a boxer?
No, this is an alleged family member. I don't know who this person is. I got this off of Facebook. She alleged that she's related to this one. And I really said, this has got to be a parody account. Ain't no way that this family member, alleged family member, is going to get on here and then make these threats about this 8-year and bring up the baby and all, and this almost to me, it's probably, I don't know. Let's just keep.
No, you been keeping your mouth shut because you don't want me to tell the truth. Oh, okay.
I've been ignoring a whole lot of people because.
Have you? And then you had the nerve to say that I coerced or talked Brianna into doing a GoFundMe. Girl, Brianna called me and woke me up out my sleep about a GoFundMe. Is you cool?
And see, and that was that initial, what she's referencing is that initial, right before she made the announcement of this $8 million deal, Claressa had went live. She was like, yeah, I will fuck you up. Yeah, stay away from me in the Blase scoop. And that what it was, she was trying to say that this person, that this woman on the screen is referencing is that, the girl started the GoFundMe. Claressa felt that she did that because she was trying to embarrass Claressa. And, and in that live that Claressa did, she went on to say, hey, I went to Flint. I took her, got her, and I think 2 other family members. I brought them back to Atlanta. I bought them houses. I spent $6,000 and furnished the entire house with a washer and all that stuff. Yeah. But again, I don't know if this person is truly a family member or if this is just somebody just trying to get attention or, I don't know. I don't know. But it just, if this is a true, genuine family member, then, which is why I'm damn near going to take this because I feel a little bad even just playing it now because what you said here, the play cousin Shalita said that. So you're saying she's a play cousin. So she's not really biologically. Shalita sat, ooh, y'all saying this is her cousin. Anyway, I'm going to finish this little clip real quick, y'all.
I have signed my deal. And
your fake ass deal that you signed?
Ooh, how does she know it's fake? Now, this is family and she thinks it's fake? What does she know that we don't know? Ooh.
When you had got real offers, that's what I'm saying. I be trying to be quiet, but then I be hearing all kind of nonsense and buffoonery. And I be having to speak on it.
To make sure that she didn't ruin my deal that I was working on.
Girl, it wasn't no deal. You're getting effed over by a nigga that's sticking D in your mouth. He F in your face and literally stealing your money.
Now, that's one hell of a claim from somebody who says that they are family.
And see, the reason why I feel like Claressa hadn't taken any other deals because Papoose will not have no control if she go to Jake Paul and all them. They not willing to collab with Papoose. He got her going to people that he know that he'll be able to get money off of through them as well. They working together on this. If he cannot work with them together in order to get some money, she won't go because he gonna talk her out of that, thinking it's the best for her. But he want his hands in the pot as well. That's the reason why she haven't been connected. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah, and then
why she has not been connected to anyone else because his hand can get in everybody's pot.
Yeah, and maybe, had MVP agreed to let Wynn be the street team and do the this and the that, she would have gone with MVP. Maybe that's the case. So who knows? Because clearly she wanted to leave Salito because she had already made. So it brought me all the way back here in the Blase Scoop DeVille. That's what she said at the signing. I left, but now I'm back again. So Sonia, you're saying that video that I was just mentioning about so you're saying that this response to that video is what made Claressa do the pop-up the other night? Okay, Linda Brown said, yep, please show us. Okay, all right. So that's Claressa's cousin. Ooh, Pap is a narc. You are correct. Pull it up. Well, it's here. Let's finish see what she's saying. Whew.
But okay, you got it. Enjoy, Claressa Shields.
Excuse me.
I didn't talk nobody into making no GoFundMe. I didn't convince nobody. Brianna, you can't convince Brianna to do shit. You can't even convince this bitch to put a fucking piece of alcohol on a wound. The fuck is you talking about? Who can convince Brianna to do anything? No, what you can do is have a conversation with her and let her make her own decisions. Like she always do. She's not a yes girl. Oh, okay. That part. You thought your sister was a yes girl. Oh, okay. So this was
All right, let me take this down. Let me take this part down. Because there's more. There is more. Let me see. She went back and forth with the former promoter because Wynn couldn't work with nobody else. They would have known Wynn is fake. Woo! Y'all, man, I wish I could put a poll in this chat because here's what I want to know. Do we think Claressa Shields is going to wait?
With them. I agree with them.
Is she going to break free from this thing and get on the right track and take all the way off and become all she can be?
Yeah, when he get through with her, when Paps get through with her, yes, then she gonna have a fit. Cause she not gonna leave him. She better leave first. But now she's stuck in these things because it's gonna be over with. Anytime you do it the way she done it, then you think you're doing something and you run around with a married man, regardless of what's going on in that marriage. Don't nothing never good come out of stuff like that. You're gonna reap what you sow. And especially when you thinking you're doing something, and you wrong, in the wrong, and you thinking you doing something so big, like you done did something so big, Claressa is not happy like she pretend to be.
Right. Yeah, I think she goes through bouts. Now this part right here, I said this ain't no way that this can be this got to be a parody account. That's what I said. Let me see. The C-Book said Claressa is going to lose her next fight, and it's going to be over when the monies don't get paid out by Wynn. Watch. Hey, y'all heard it here first. Just alleged what we believe on strictly our opinion. Anyway, copyright disclaimer regarding fair use is in full effect. Let's get on here to this part because this girl, she's enjoying this. And again, like I said, I got some ugly pictures around. I look good, but not all the time. Okay, not all the time. And I guess this is this time right here too, where she. Anyway, let's hear what she's saying here. Oh Lord.
Look. Looky, bitches.
Ooh.
Here comes motherfucking Cookie.
Well.
Oh, I was blocked for a minute. I was. And everybody wanted to talk shit. And I am back, motherfuckers. Welcome.
Damn. Now, why are you on live like this? You want to embarrass Claressa, is what I think.
Y'all thought this shit was over. Y'all sat up and watched this girl talk crazy cash money shit about me. And no, y'all inboxed me talking crazy. Y'all was stalking me on Instagram. Y'all was stalking me on Twitter. Y'all was stalking me on all my social media platforms. Right? I'm back. Hey, motherfuckers. How you doing, motherfucker?
Say hello to the bad guy.
So what we doing?
Hey, yeah, she's some kid to Claressa the way she crashed out.
Because
hold on. Let's get it.
I don't know what in the right mind possessed this girl Claressa to go live about me because I didn't do shit to her. Okay, I've been called the family and told the family that once certain events had went down and I saw the fruits and berries of my labor, that I no longer had no more smoke with Claressa because I was seeing what I sacrificed for actually be being used in the proper way of what I told it was being I was sacrificing for. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna go off too deep into shit because, like I said, I'm not here to fight with Claressa. I'm not here to fight with my family.
Yeah, it is saddening, and I am a little concerned. She's got this music playing, and I would hate for YouTube to come holler at me once this live is over and say, "Yeah, you know, this and 2/3." So I do have this other music track up under here in order to make it whatever upable. But yeah, it is. It's very saddening. It's very saddening, and then it's even more saddening. Because if Pap is taking full advantage of Claressa, then that's even worse. Because this girl Claressa is not being given a chance, to really just hold on and enjoy and be all that she can be and reach her highest level of potential. She's being manipulated from out the womb. Damn. And it's sad. Anyway, let's keep going.
You know what I'm saying? I got the part that I wanted. Okay, and for all of y'all that on the internet that don't know what I'm talking about, I don't give a fuck to let y'all know what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? My family knows what the fuck I'm talking about. So don't come over here fucking with me. For real. In real lifetime, please don't. Find other things to do besides coming and fucking with me. Okay? And as far as her going on a live talking about she don't fuck with me, I can go in my phone right now and show y'all text messages and FaceTimes where she has FaceTimed me and called me, or I have called her. Matter of fact, I'll do you one even better. I called one of my other siblings and she snatched the phone from them to talk to me. Fuck is we talking about? But she don't fuck with me though, right? I'm not feeding into the negative narrative when it comes to Claressa no more. But I am going to say this, and y'all can phone a friend to tell a motherfucking friend. As sure as my name is Shalita Janae motherfucking Savage, tell Claressa Marie Shields that I said, don't you ever call me out like I'm hard to find. I be right in Flint, Michigan on the north side. Don't play with me. Please don't play with me. I be right in Flint, Michigan. I be right here in Flint, Michigan on the north side. Don't play with me. Go find somebody else to play with talking about what you would do to me. Girl, did you forget that I taught you how to fight?
Uh-oh.
Okay, and I don't give a fuck how strong you are. You will not beat my ass. You're just not. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm not getting in no boxing ring with you. You're going to have to straight up street fight me. Mm-hmm. Or we're going to have to put it in some form of a contract for me to get in the ring with you.
A win contract.
Real shit. But stop talking about what you would do to me. Because I'm here to call your bluff. You said you would beat my ass. Come give me that ass whooping, ma'am. Or are you scared like Layla Ali, like that you claim? Allegedly.
Oh, wow.
You say she's scared of you and all she do is shit talk. Well, bitch, you scared of me and all you do is shit talk. What we doing? Oh, okay. Don't call me out because you forgot that once you went live, the bloggers picked it up. Even though you deleted it, you be trying to say that I'm so irrelevant to your life, but you keep making me relevant. You literally are the queen of fucking Flint, and you keep coming to the gates to address motherfuckers that can't even get into the fucking palace. Is you cool?
Well, sir, and that goes back to what you said, Sonia, about she ran the live and now it's deleted. And it's the same thing. And you're right. They picking it up and folks is talking about it. Why does Claressa do that? And that is another issue in terms of her calling herself, oh, I'm building a brand. Not having these inserts of your life, these inserts of your activity. But she has to get this shit off her chest one way or another. And this is why I'm saying the people around her are not taking care of Claressa Shields the way she deserves. Because no matter what anybody says, the woman has accomplished some things that no other human being has. And she's being taken advantage of. It's sad. It's a sad day in the city.
And this is why me and you be having such a problem. Because you're so indulged and so much into this social media shit that you don't know how to say, fuck social media and get money. What the fuck is the problem? Apparently, I am a very important person in your life. You cannot live without me. Because you steady making lies about me, then you go and delete them. What for? What for? Tasha K and them has hit me up in my inbox because you went live about me. Okay? And the number one question everybody want to know is about that fucking baby.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you keep making me relevant, and I'm going to tell the truth. You know I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not going to deviate from the truth. I'm not going to.
What baby? What baby? What baby?
Don't lie for you. None of that shit.
Right.
You know I'm not. So I don't even know why you want to even come down fuck around Avenue and find out Boulevard. Because you're going to fuck around and find out right there at the corner. I don't get for the life of me. If I was y'all, I wouldn't come fucking with a bitch like me.
I wouldn't either.
Okay, because y'all know I just don't give a fuck. I'm never going to stop. I don't got nothing negative to say about her. How I used to always say all the yada, 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 yada. No. But what she ain't finna do is keep getting on this internet talking about what she gonna do to me. She not gonna do a motherfucking thing to me.
Now, one thing that Shalita Savage says a couple of times is that Claressa hasn't set anybody in her family up to win. Like she ain't broke nobody off something proper. She said, if you lose all your money today, I bet there's nobody in your family you can go to for $500,000. Cause why? Cause you ain't set nobody up like that. Now that's a hell of a statement. That's a hell of a statement because we do know who Claressa Shields is setting up something proper. Wynn Records. Okay. Wynn Records is getting up something, set up something real proper. Okay. Let's keep it.
Okay. On Coda Grave.
See.
On Coda Grave. She not gonna do a motherfucking thing to me except run her motherfucking papoose dick suckers.
Ooh.
To y'all on this internet. Cause she ain't gonna come to my face and say it. She can meet me anywhere north side of Flint. She can meet me downtown. Fuck. She can meet me in the judge's chambers if she wants to. Fuck is we talking about? She can meet me at the mayor's fucking house where I took the casket to. Tell that motherfucker to come on.
Oh Lord. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna stop the video here because I don't want to, I don't know what she's talking about. But you talking about casket, this, that, and 2/3. And so that just seems like just re-traumatization. And I don't want to do that in terms of, putting this stuff out here like that. But that's why I said, I wish there was a way to, I would just like to be wrong. Everything I'm thinking, I just would love to be wrong. But I don't think I am. And to be honest with you, based on these comments in here, I don't think we're wrong. I think too many of us are seeing the same thing, and the same pitfalls. And we all also seem to be having the same question, like, Claressa, why can't you see this? Or Claressa, when are you going to wake up? Or because it can't be part of the strategy. And I think a good handful of us know that, I don't give a damn who it is. I don't care how fine the man is. When you're in a new relationship, that's the first thing. That's the main thing in there. The emotions and the sexuality, the appeal and the drive and all this and that. Ooh, we just need to put it down. You know what I'm saying? All that seems to take, precedent, take the forefront. But after a while, all of that stuff, it just cools off. And now you're left with who the person is. Doesn't mean he still ain't fine. Don't mean he still can't, lay it down like it falls to. It doesn't mean any of that. But it just is not, you got to heat it up now. And once that relationship between her and Pap gets to that level, that's when Claressa is going to be seeing, or at least having, these questions. And Claressa does strike me as somebody that is going to want some answers. And they better be good damn answers, or it's gonna be a problem. Let's see. But you said, ouch. Yeah, this is, so Claressa was supposed to adopt the baby, but wow. Where'd you find that out? C Boogie, put that in the chat. Wow. Okay. That's what they say. That's what, okay. Well, I just feel sorry for Claressa. Oh, you said, what is that on the side of her lips? I don't know. From what I can see, there's looks like some lip rings. She got some rings in there. Whoa. And I believe every word she said. I know. That's what I'm saying. It is very convincing. It's convincing. And it's like she's trying to show some level of restraint, but I think and if, I don't know, just leave a baby out of it. She'll grow up and see this one day, and she's an innocent child. That's very true. That's very true. The sad part is the general public don't know how boxing contracts work. Very true. And I don't know if we're going to find out. And I guess we won't find out if Pap got anything to do with it. How about that? I've seen this story so many times. It never ends well. It is sad. It's sad. And I just would love to see Claressa just, come through this papoose stage. And even with respect, still respect for Pap or whatever, but I'd rather see her come through intact and able to take it to the next height, because the accomplishments that she made, and she's the first to do it, there's probably a whole lot more firsts in Claressa Shields. And in her mind, her heart, she wants to do some good things. Because going around right now in this day and age, and you want to influence young ladies and build them up and build their confidence and do all these things, there are so many programs that don't exist that we need something like that. All of the celebrities should be out here trying to empower our youth. You understand what I mean? You got kids that are obese, all kind of things. So just by virtue of the fact of getting into that form of exercise is positive for our youth. So yes, Claressa, go out there and do that. That's an awesome idea. And a whole lot of young Black girls will benefit from that. But you got to be right on the outside, because you can't show up at an event like that and then they turn around and go on IG and see you cussing these people out and whatnot. You see what I'm saying? It got to be right all the way around the corner. She will lose her next fight. The story will be, well, sir. Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Papoose knows Claressa is mentally challenged, and the baby is something he truly doesn't want with her. I believe that is why he tied her up for 2 years. Then he's going to bounce, or he's going to have that baby and take custody, and then require that he be paid, $500,000 a week, okay, and then hire a nanny. And let me see. It needs. Wow. Totally agree, C Boogie. Yeah, it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. And I'm really on here longer than I should have been, because boy, I tell you, I want Claressa Shields to win. Now, I'm just going to change the subject real quick, y'all. That Devin Haney fight, and what's my man's name? Norman Jr. That's going to be one hell of a thing tomorrow, y'all. I might try to pull a couple of shorts out and upload them, because them two brothers, they talking so hard with each other that, and the people I'm seeing, they're saying, hey, they got their money on Norman Jr. And what I need to know is, why does Haney feel like he's going to win? Why is he so super duper confident? Because my understanding is he shed a couple of pounds so he could fight in that weight class. So I don't know. We're going to see. But listen, I'm about to bounce up out of here, y'all. Get this Friday night started. I appreciate all y'all for pulling up. Be sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Replay gang, leave a comment, because I want to hear from you. And until next time, y'all, that's it. That is the podcast. Until next time, we will see ya when we see ya.